So you're looking to impress the artist you're sending your beats to. That's a dope move. You're already ahead of the game because you care about how your music is received and you take pride in your work. But maybe you've been hitting the wall and asking yourself, why haven't I heard back from the artists I've sent my beats to? Well, I got 3 gems that just might be the missing pieces. Gems you probably haven't even thought of yet. I'll share them with you now. Peel beers. You know what time it is. Let's grow, baby. Welcome to another episode of Platinum Lyrics and Beats. I'm your host, Trey Boy. What's up? What's up? Let's jump straight into it. The top 3 producer gems that will impress any artist and have them loving your beats. All right, let's start with number 1. Use reference tracks. All right, use reference tracks. A reference track is like a professionally mixed and mastered song that producers use as a benchmark, as an example when creating their own music, okay? It's like a track that's already released and successful, typically within the same genre and style as the one you're working on. Now, here's a great secret. You want to jot this down, make a mental note of this, write it down if you're taking notes. If you're sending your beats to a particular artist and you want to stand out above the other producers, use a reference track or song from the particular artist you're sending your beats to. For example, if you're sending your beats to Kendrick Lamar, right? If you're sending Kendrick Lamar a beat, it may be a good idea to use Not Like Us or one of his other dope songs as a reference. Slap that track on your session as a stereo wave file and get your beat sonically sound as closely as possible to that track. And FYI, over half the producers out there would not do this, all right? They don't even know about this, but you do, all right? Use that tip. But the purpose of a reference track is to help producers ensure that their mix matches up to industry standards in terms of the sound quality, balance, and overall vibe, okay? That's what we want. We want everything to sound professional, all right? By comparing your tracks to the reference tracks, you can adjust things like the EQ, the compression, all right, the reverb, and studio width to make sure your beats are on the same level as what's being played on the radio, streaming platforms, or even in the club, all right? You can also check out how the kick sits, how wide the stereo image is, and how the vocals are placed in the mix, all right? This will help you to understand the construction of a well-mixed track. Just remember to focus on one thing at a time. When you first starting out, focus on one thing at a time. Don't try to change everything at one time. You'll be overwhelmed, all right? Don't get overwhelmed. Here's a beginner's tip. Match the overall level of the mix before comparing all the other elements, like the kick, the vocal, and chord levels. This prevents the reference track from sounding better just because it's louder, right? A lot of songs are, things we listen to that's loud, it sounds good because it's loud, right? So what you want to do is get the levels right first of the volume. Get that right first, and then you can listen to the kicks, the snares, and the rest of the mix. Now, to compare the loudness and measure the audio, you can use a LUFS meter to get both tracks to a similar level as possible, all right? For a fair comparison. A LUFS meter is an essential tool used in music production and by engineers, all right, for mixing and mastering. Okay, this meter can analyze, measure, and monitor audio levels in real time. That's what we want. That's what we're after, okay? The term LUFS stands for loudness units relative to full scale. All right? Loudness units relative to full scale. You can download a LUFS meter for free, or you can purchase one online. All right? But when you send your beats to an artist, you want to make sure your mix is compatible with industry standards. And as I just mentioned, The LUFS meter will help you accomplish this when using reference track. All right? On to gem number 2. Always use animation. All right? Always use animation. Nobody wants a dull mix. All right? In music production, animation refers to the dynamic changes or movement applied to different parameters of a sound or a track. This could mean altering the volume, panning left and right using filters, effects, or even the frequencies in a way that adds movement and excitement and interest to the music. That's what we're after, straight up. We want to bring excitement. We want to bring that energy. I mean, animation creates a sense of energy. Right? It keeps the listeners engaged. Animation also refers to the creative use of modulation to give a static sound more life and more variation. All right? Making the music feel like more alive, like I just mentioned. All right? Now here's an example of me using animation in a song. Real simple, but you're going to see how it brings out the song and brings out the effect in the song and in the mix. All right? All right, check it out. Okay, the title of the song is I Only See You. All right, I promise you, you'll hear this in the future. But anyway, I have this plug-in plugged up here. This is just a regular stock plug-in, right? Sound field, auto pan, regular stock plug-in. Okay? Now, what this plug-in does is it pans your tracks, your sound, your audio files left to right. All right? Bringing like a nice animated sound. So throughout the track, this audio file right here, which I'm going to let you listen to, pans left to right throughout the track, bringing like a more dynamic sound, a more dynamic mix. All right? I'm going to let you listen to it without the plug-in active, and then I'll let you listen to it with the plug-in active, and then I'll let you listen to the whole track. All right? This is the sound. Okay? This is with the plug-in active. Now, instead of that static mono sound, a stereo sound, everything up the middle is panning left to right, and it's bringing more of a dynamic sound to it, okay? All right? So you can see how this one sound, right? This one sound, I'm using the auto pan plug-in on that one sound, and you can hear how it's bringing a dynamic sound to that beat. And when a listener is listening, it's going to make them want to bounce with it because the beat is like swinging. It's going to bring a sense of movement throughout the track, which makes the beat that much hotter, okay? So that's the power of using animation in your mixes. All right, now I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this plugin named Transit. Transit is by Baby Audio, so you can check him out too online. These are plugins you can purchase. This plugin you can purchase. I believe AutoPan comes with Pro Tools. But anyway, all of these have animation options to them, right? So I can use the phaser, the delay, the filter, auto pan. And you have auto pan on this one as well. Reverb. All right, if I use any of these, I can add animation on the beat. And when I'm using that animation, I can activate these different plugins. Okay, so check this plugin out. It's a lot of videos out there, producers showing what you can do on them. But I wanted to call this to your attention as well. You see how easy that was just to add animation to, your track, to the beat? It's real simple, all right? Have fun with it. Bottom line, static mixes can be boring, all right? As you can see, animation makes your track more evolved and keeps the listeners engaged, wondering, all right, what's coming next throughout the song? You want to keep them interested. That's what it's all about, all right? This is keep artists listening to your beats. Yo, we'll get back to the episode in just a few minutes, but I want to give you a free gift for rocking with me today, all right? Are you tired of your beats sitting on your hard drive collecting dust? Are you struggling to make money from all the hard work, time, and effort you put into making dope music? If the answer is yes, this is the perfect time to build a profitable email list to market, promote, and sell your beats, songs, or products if you have any. All right, just go to buildlistsellbeats.com. Buildlistsellbeats.com and download the email marketing tools for music producers checklist for free. That's right, I'm giving this game for free. You'll get access to the game-changing list of tools and resources that enable me to gain a lucrative email list with supportive listeners and music lovers ready to make a purchase. All right, email marketing is here to stay. Check the data. 347 billion emails were sent and received per day in 2023. All right, and it's going to just increase from there. And for music producers, artists, songwriters like ourselves looking to grow and build their fan base, supporters, and bank account, may I add, all right, building an email list is the most rewarding thing you can do. Take advantage of the potential profits you can make on your musical journey by downloading the proven, neatly, well-crafted, laid-out checklist today, all right? Go to buildlistsellbeats.com and download the checklist today and turn your passion for creating music into money in your bank account. The link's in the description. Back to the episode. Let's go. Now here's the third gem producers can use to impress any artist they send their beats to, all right? Now, some of you may be like, man, we already knew that, all right? But to others, you probably overlooked doing this, all right? And that's why you haven't heard back from the artists you're sending your beats to. The third gem is very important, all right? Having your beats professionally mixed and mastered. Mix and mastering your beats ensure that your tracks and music will stand out and will translate well across all platform systems, all right? You don't know what the artist is going to be listening to your beats on, all right? If I'm an artist and I'm listening to a beat where the mix is horrible, I'm not taking that producer seriously, all right? First impressions matter, dude. They matter. I'm telling you. When an artist hears your beats, you want them to be instantly hooked, like automatic. When they hear your beats, like, who is that? All right? A well-mixed and mastered track will sound polished and professional, making it more likely that they will vibe with it from the jump, okay? A well-mixed and mastered track will sound polished and professional, making it more likely that they will vibe with it from the jump, all right? From the get-go, straight up. Even if they don't like your first beat, at least they can say it was well mixed and mastered, all right? Then maybe they'll be like, let's see what else this dude has. Let me listen to the rest of his beats. But at least the first beat wasn't bad because it wasn't mixed and mastered. It's just because they didn't vibe with it maybe, you know? But also, when your beats are properly mixed and mastered, it's easy for the artist to imagine themselves on the track. Plus, I mean, it saves them time and energy and money, meaning they can jump straight on the beat and start to record without worrying about fixing any sounds or the mix. Why? Because your beats were professionally mixed and mastered. That's what it's about. Ever catch yourself with beats constantly playing in your head? Do you use pots and pans or maybe even your school desk as an imaginary drum machine? Look, I've been there, seeking an outlet for all of that creative energy. That's why I dove into the world of music production, and it transformed my creative space entirely. If you're itching to explore the world of music production, look, I got you covered. I created a free video, The Beginner's Guide for Music Producers, all right? I'm covering the essential equipment for producers, guiding you through crafting a dope beat from scratch and shedding light on the exciting career paths awaiting skilled music producers ready to make money from doing what they love, all right? Ready to dive into this amazing musical journey? Head over to AspireProducersLab.com today and let's unwrap the gift of music production together. Your creative adventure starts now at aspireproducerslab.com. Back to the episode. So here's the thing. Let's use reference tracks to make sure our beats are at industry standards. And keep in mind, we never want to send an artist a dull mix. Animation is our friend. Take it from me. Animation is our friend. You don't need a lot. As you saw, I just used an animation plug-in, panning the sound from left and right. You don't have to overdo it. Let's bring life to our mix. And lastly, never underestimate the power of a beat when it's properly mixed and mastered. Let's make the artist's ears, eyes, and soul light up when they hear our music. First impressions are more important than you know. Aspiring music producers, fellow music producers, thank you for hanging out with Trey Boy today. Subscribe to PLB so you can watch more helpful videos like this every week. You know we drop every Tuesday. Remember to produce with a purpose. Let's get that work. Hey, this Trey Boy. I'm out. Peace.